Let me go back to the wheel. Wheel. There it is. I'm actually surprised Zato didn't come in at all during Mario Kart, shaking my head. He always wants me to play it, and then I play it and he's not here. Next grayscale Mario Kart, oof. Oof. Well, I took Mario Kart off the wheel, so sadly no more Mario Kart today. Maybe next week, maybe. But yeah, let's spin and see what happens. Aviary attorney. Wait, is that... Why is that so loud? Wait, I put that down. Why is it so loud? Weird. Okay, well, I put it down again. You thought that said Ace Attorney for a second? It's close enough. Close enough. Aviary Attorney. It's no longer a speedrun. I don't know if the Mario Kart thing ever was, to be honest, but oh. Why did it not transition properly there? I don't know. I guess I pressed the wrong button for a second and it just... You like the sound? Oh, wait. Why didn't it... Oh, right, because... Oh, God. I forgot that it didn't want to capture properly in the game capture. There it is. There it is. I forgot about that. So we were in the middle of a case, from what I recall. There has been a murder, as there generally is in these types of games, right? So we know that our, like the defendant... I didn't murder Woodward's... No. A murder most foul? Yes. Yes, Bunny, exactly. Though I think who died was a guardsman who is a dog. I'm pretty sure it was a dog, which is very sad. Especially because I think they were murdered by using chocolate, which is a horrible crime, honestly. Horrible crime. But yeah, our defendant is a fox who claims he is the Prince of Spain. We have found out he is not the Prince of Spain. We don't know why he's lied to us about that. But he was going to bring a gift to the king. And during that whole thing, one of the guards, like he was giving the king a rose, and one of the guards took the rose from him to give to the king, pricked himself on the rose, loudly exclaimed that he pricked himself on the rose, and then died. And then people were like, oh, he died because of poison on the rose. But in fact, the rose was never tested for poison. They just assumed, because they're incompetent idiots, they just assumed that because he died rather quickly after pricking his finger, that it must have been the rose. But then during the autopsy, they were like, this must have been some new fashion poison, because none of them we know of act this quickly. And then they burnt the rose. Because of course you burn the fucking evidence as police, right? Isn't that great? Is it? Great police work there. Animals are awful at law stuff. Yeah, it turns out, apparently, they're not very good. Though I'm not sure if it's just animals. I feel like overall, a lot of the law is not very good at their job. I don't know how long we have before the next trial day. I think that was like Friday, so we have 3 days. It's now Tuesday. I know it's Wednesday in real life, but it's Tuesday in the game, so January 18th. And I think the case is Friday, so I can't... I don't know why I remember all of this. It's been a week. It's been a week, and I start playing this game, I'm like, yeah, this happened, this is all the stuff that's going on. I remember everything. Let's go to the conciergerie where the fox is, because I want to actually... Oh. Visiting hours are over. I have no time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside. Oh, I need to do the voices properly. You can't talk to me like that. I most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. That is in direct violation of Statutes 204b and 488c of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal action. All right, no need to break out the legalese on me. I'll open the cell. Wow, Falcon, how did you memorize those criminal codes? Memorize? Come on, Sparrowson, learn how to bluff. Yeah. Just spout out some random codes. So this is our defendant, Prince Juan. I love his intro music. Senor Falcon, it is so good to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope? Confront him politely. I'm not going to be angry. Listen, Juan, in order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. I can't work with half-truths. If you tell me one thing, and the prosecution's evidence tells me another, then we're both in trouble. I'm afraid I don't quite follow, senor. Do you want me to spell it out? I know that you are not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Querido. Where is this coming from? I assure you, senor, that I am who I claim to be. If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come, Sparrowson, we're leaving. Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I'll reveal all. Did you just say monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent? Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Querido is not my real name, and I'm not a Spanish prince. That was just a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. Wait. Why would you want to get arrested? You're putting me in a difficult position, monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I would be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I'll tell you a story. I like stories. There was a girl, a mademoiselle, who was in a great deal of debt. Everyone has debt these days, monsieur. Indeed, but this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, that I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed from your parents. With no alternative options, the mademoiselle accepted. But another man, a gallant knight with foolish archaic notions of chivalry, heard the Mademoiselle's story. The knight knew that murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the Mademoiselle's place. Oh no, I know what happens. Is this about the flower girl? Like, oh god. Do you understand what I'm saying, monsieur? I think I understand. I understand. To be honest, it wasn't the subtlest of allegories. Storytelling was never my strong suit, but I'm glad you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation. If I may ask, monsieur, why did you not go to the police with the information that you had? The police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem? I'll let you know when I figure it out. Don't dwell on it. Perhaps we should talk about something else in the meantime. What is your real name? What's in a name? It's just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. Today I'm Juan Carrito, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow I may be Bruno Ryer, a pauper living under a bridge of the Seine. But that doesn't change who I am or what I do. That didn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it didn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect that you already know my real name. Private investigator. Very astute. And you're Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. But that wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that. This isn't about me. Juan, Bernard. Monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here. Of course, so what truth is it that you're attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon? That's all, actually. There's nothing else we need to know. Okay, so he is actually the private investigator that we heard about. And he took the fall for this flower girl who was going to, like, did the guard have to die specifically? But why? And who? Who needed this to happen? I don't feel that we've learned very much. Oh, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget, could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter? But the birds have flown south? What is that, some sort of code? Something like that, but rest assured, Monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case. Well, if we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Sparrowson. Trial day is approaching. Okay. So we've got some new info. I guess we can go to his investigation firm, because if he is Renard Vulpes, there might be some info there. Oh, and there's Mousy as well. Nice. Oh, customers. Hello? Is this the office of Renard Vulpes? It's you two. Mousy? What are you doing here? You know what they're doing here, Falcon. Oh, this is where I work. See? Renard and Mousy. Monsieur Renard Vulpes and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. Although, to be honest, it's normally Monsieur Vulpes who chooses which cases to take on. Mousy, we have a message from you. It's from Prince Juan himself. He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter. Whatever that means. Oh, yes, yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Prince Juan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them, take them. These are used train ticket stubs? It looks like two people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy? Prince Juan said they would help with the trial. See the names? See the names. Ucher Signa, Nicole Signa. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are. Neither do I, really. I'm sure, Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets for these people, and then to make sure they caught the train. And so that's what I did. Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them just in case. Let's go, Sparrowson. I'm done playing career. Good call. Okay, so we've got some evidence. So Sigma is the name of the flower girl, from what I recall. So I was right in my suspicions. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. We've still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre. Or maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canard. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet. Falcon, we need to talk. What's up? See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence. What evidence would that be? Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning, but we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause. That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up. So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison. Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson? Maybe. Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that. I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago. Oh no. Sparrowson. Oh no. Sparrowson. Oh no. Doctor, is Sparrowson okay? Well, he's not conscious right now, but he's stable. I think it's safe to say your friend is not on his deathbed. Oh, thank God. How did you say this happened again? It's a long story. Lawyering occupational hazard? Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment. Wait, why is he... Wait. You're alive again? Welcome back, Lay. So wait, why is a mental health specialist looking at Sparrowson instead of a toxicologist when he had traces of poison? Like, why didn't we bring him to a toxicologist immediately? That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him. Wait a moment. There is the matter of the pill. We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down. I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands. You might have been in a toxic social environment. True. but instead he consumed a wrapper for a chocolate bar that was poisoned. Which is... What is that sentence even? This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. You! I finally found you! Did someone say something? Running around like a headless chicken? You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen. Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward. Alright, I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you'll ever see. Ah. Okay, so now we're 2 detectives down. I think. This is great. Welcome back, Mons. Au revoir. Oh god. Au revoir. I don't know what voice to give him, and I can't say au revoir quite right for some reason. Au revoir, JJ Falcon. Because I don't know who this is as well. I have an inkling, but what just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2... Did it work? Ah, Dame Cataline. I can't believe how easy it was. Wait. I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. Made no mistakes. I made no mistakes. I did my duty as a lawyer. Your duty put an innocent man on death row, Mr. Falcon. I hope you're proud of that. It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Cataline. It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures? I'm not making excuses. Failure after failure, no desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow. My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too? What? No, I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up. I'm gonna head to work. Okay, Bunny, have a good one. Love you too. Enjoy your day at work as much as you can. Oh, it's the kingfisher. Come on, monsieur. Wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me. Ah, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician. My head. Where am I? The Pont des Arts, you know, by the Louvre, in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falco or something? What time is it? Actually, what day is it? You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January, and around 9 o'clock in the morning, by my reckoning. 21st. 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. I should have been at the Cour d'Assises 10 minutes ago. Well, you're running late. But take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding. Maybe if I sprinted. In your condition? Would be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes. No time. Wait, monsieur, at least take this before you go. Is this a dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine. Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you. I was holding this? Then I suppose it has to be mine. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Hey, don't call me a fisherman. He hates it when people call him a fisherman. Strangely enough. It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present? Such unprofessionalism. If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. Yeah, this judge is very sus. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Hull and of conspiring to the king. Your Honor, may I have a word? Fine, make it quick. I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a bit tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served. You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict. Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute. No. My job description is to prosecute, but I am here, in this courtroom, to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice. That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury. The defense is present, Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon. Oh, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We're only 3 minutes over schedule. No, let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice. Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor. But, Your Honor. Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium. The King of France? He's here. Oh, are we not doing this trial after all? That's a pity. Your Majesty. What a surprise. Well, you see... You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began. Well, the defense, he was late, and... oh, pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It will be fun. Look, I'll say the oaths to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying? No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine by me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? Fine. Proceed with this cursed trial. Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre. Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, Persecutor. But I'm the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt the king? The utter nerve. Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. I like this king. He's great. Okay. Pass through the Salle de Tibre. In the Grand Gallery, claiming to be the Prince of Spain. What do we question here? The Prince of Spain part? Because the rest is just, yeah, that happened. Unless I want to talk about the chocolate wrapper thing in the Salle de Tibre. I'll ask about the Salle de Tibre. Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle de Tibre uneventfully. Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery. What did you see in the Salle de Tibre? What did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly. I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. I want the king to elaborate. Then I suppose that you will have to proceed, Your Majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was that giant doorstop, and there was that copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else, now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolate by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Hal was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? Yep, exactly. Did I say something startling, Prosecutor? No. Please continue, Your Majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan. Probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was Mademoiselle Signa. Signa? That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Signa. I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signa gave chocolates to Major Hal minutes before he died. Now, just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the mayor. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Hal ate chocolates. Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. Yes. Shame on you, defense, implicating a poor, innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial. Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have stamped it down already. Present it. Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence. Why am I not surprised? The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears the defense has just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done. Let me present my evidence. See, I had chocolate wrapper back in my office and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ, stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. It hasn't, though. Like... Oh my god. Why did they not test the chocolate wrapper on poison or the... Oh my god. This whole trial. Until the next assassination attempt. Adieu, messieurs. I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yep, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note, see? It's too late. The trial is over. You can't be serious, Your Honor. You can't tell that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict, it's to ensure that justice is served. I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear. Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These include profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... best we can skip that bit. Yada yada... Here we go. Signed, Dr. Falrett. Thank you, Sparrowson. Don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. That's awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here? You can get his autograph later. Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitely proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. Gosh, so then what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. This poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree. JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous. A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proven beyond a doubt that Major Hall was killed by the chocolate. You're still making far too many assumptions. Where's the empiricism that's required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Oh, there she is. Hello? You... Sparrowson. It's great to see you on your feet. You have been an enormous asset to this case, but what are you trying to pull off now? Surprise witness. Surprise witness? Yeah. I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Signa, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character. You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Signa is a possible suspect for the case. What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signa as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Signa. Prosecuting is my job. Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good, very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Marie Signa. I'm a flower seller. Mademoiselle Signa, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle du Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something. Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's. Well, defense. It looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client Prince Juan completely off the hook. Lucky you. So shall we wrap this court session up? I haven't finished my examination. I have further questions. To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe the Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance. I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You're doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs? Look at the names. Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox. Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January, and I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold, but I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. Well, so how does that work? If the judge is the one who did it, how does that work? Ha! What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering. Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur. Listen, Mademoiselle Signa, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? Proof? You say the judge lent you money. Then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof. The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first and only later said that I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course the supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. Falcon, you have to do something. Do you have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Signa? A link? Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Signa in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. I'm pretty sure it's the pen. I know this pen belongs to Judge Romulus. That much is obvious. But if I were to present it right now, it wouldn't prove anything. I have to find a link between the judge and to the crime scene. Wait. Oh, right. Wait. A link between... I don't know. Like, the pen is the judge's, but that's not linked to the actual crime scene. I don't have a lot of evidence, so... I don't know, actually. Do I even have this evidence? No, I don't think anything is written in green ink. I don't think. Do I have evidence? No, there's not. Stall. I don't know. I don't think. Do I actually have something? Like the rose doesn't prove any. I don't think I have anything. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm just done. I don't think I have anything. Like, maybe I was supposed to have something, but I don't... Stalling, yep, I know. Enough, yep. Like, I don't have anything. Like... I don't know if I'm just missing... Oh, yep, I didn't have the evidence. I didn't have it. I did think, so what you're supposed to have, which I didn't at this point, is the receipt for chocolate. Because you can ask the... So we have the wrapper, right? But apparently, if you select the judge at the Chocolate Emporium, he will give you the receipt because the judge bought the chocolate for the poisoning. So that's the link, but we didn't have it. Sparrison, you're clearly a caring individual, but this outcome is for the best. How the hell is this for the best? My parents are safe. That's all I wanted. Your parents? But what about you? Well, that deliberation was straightforward. We find the defendants, Prince Juan Capito, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Hooray! Yay, I guess. Your Honor, what will happen to me? You? Well, you haven't been formally tried yet. But fortunately for you, we have a free trial slot this afternoon. We should be able to determine your guilt by nightfall. You may even see the blade of the guillotine by tomorrow. How lucky. I see. You look scared, mademoiselle. Don't fret. They sharpen the guillotine blades regularly. Nobody here likes gallows humor. Whatever. Court is adjourned. I think this is goodbye. Thank you, Monsieur Falcon. Monsieur Sparrison, you did your best. It can't end like this. This isn't how I wanted things to go, Senor Falcon. No, me neither. We mustn't blame ourselves. You made an admirable effort to save everyone. What good is effort if these are the results I produce? Tell me, Senor Falcon, do you know why I hired you as my defense lawyer? I really don't. I hired you because I thought you were a lawyer with a philosophy, an ideal, and I stand by that. You are a man with a strong ideal. It's just unrefined, like an unpolished gemstone. I'm sure that given enough time, your ideal will become refined, and you will come to live up to your reputable family name. The Falcon name is reputable? I didn't know that. He's not talking about... never mind. In any case, here's your payment. I don't deserve this. Keep it. I dragged you into this. It's only fair that I compensate you for your time. I think this is the last you will see of Prince Juan. But feel free to come by R&M Associates if you need any help in the future, Senor Falcon. Impressive, JJ. You actually managed to successfully defend your client. Severin, are you going to be in charge of prosecuting Mademoiselle Signa? Probably. Why? Do you think you can get her a reduced sentence? For attempting to murder the king? I empathize with the Mademoiselle JJ, but I'm not a miracle worker. No lawyer can save the flower girl now. I'm going to get a drink. Yeah, me too. I'm annoyed that I never asked. So I went to the chocolate place multiple times, like twice I think, to try multiple people, but I never checked the judge specifically. I don't know why I didn't think to do that, because I did think he was sus. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course, how could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Oh, cutscene. Feels bad to have just sent an innocent person to the gallows because you missed one thing. Yeah. It's because they have the timed thing going on, so you can only have a certain amount of days to do stuff, and if you waste time by, for example, going to the chocolate place twice and select, because you get 3 chances. It's not terrible, but I basically wasted the chances. If I had been more careful with my options, I would have actually got it. I can't believe he's skipping work again. It's too unforgiving for you. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, we still got the not guilty verdict, so that's something, I guess. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard Joyeux. Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, Sparrow. No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? Ugh, it's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way. We've got important business to discuss and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said about revolution. That guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business that you wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. That's indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have your honors. The honors. Alright. Monsieur Falcon. Meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Valerti. That's it. Outdoors. A proposal from the inspector? Interesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we going to meet him and find out? May as well. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat. Alright, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill for my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. Okay, well, I think we'll leave it there for the Aviary attorney. We have a new case soon, or at least something going on. So let's go back to the wheel.